Hello, hello, everybody. I am Trinisha Marks, aka the coolest preacher you know, coolest young preacher that is. Man, I'm sitting here and I'm reminiscing and I'm thinking and I'm reflecting on this season. I'm reflecting on the journey and I'm reflecting on how difficult it's been thus far, and I'm reflecting on the reward that the reward has been so great. I received an outpour of love, an outpour of support from people that I love, and I love everybody, but people that I know, shall I say, um, and complete strangers, man. The weirdest things have been happening in this season. The weirdest things have been taking place. But all glory, all praise is forever to our God, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Lord of y'all don't stop me. I might preach. Glory to God, but man, what I've been hearing God say throughout this season, and it's amazing. It's amazing, and I've been telling myself this for as long since I've been called to preach. I've been telling my since I've answered my call to preach. um, I've been telling myself this for some time, and it wasn't until this season that God allowed me to understand the magnitude of something that He had dropped in my spirit long, long ago, about 2012, 2011, and here I am, 2013, and it dropped on me out of nowhere. And I was actually thinking about what I was going to say for this video, what I was going to speak about, and it's so crazy. As I thought about it, it just dropped on me. It just dropped on me. I seen it clear as day, and it said, "Don't drown or sink in water that you have been divinely trained to swim in." My God, don't drown or sink in water that you have been divinely trained to swim in. And brothers and sisters, what that says is what my interpretation of what the Holy Spirit is trying to convey to me. Daughter, I've already given you the power. I've already given you the strength and the skill set, the ability to swim from one end of the pool to the next end of the pool. I think we get scared as we start walking in the water. My God, I think we get scared as we start walking in the water. We realize, oh my God, it's getting deep. It's getting deep. Lord, how am I swimming in? Somebody swimming in floater. We start panicking. We start panicking, and we don't realize that if we just not stand, not stand. I didn't say stand because some stuff, listen, you gotta swim. You gotta put forth effort to get to the other side of that pool, which is where your destiny is, which is where your purpose is, which is where everything that you desire to be in God is. And so, brothers and sisters, I think sometimes we get so caught up in the fact that the water is deep, and we don't even realize that we have been trained by the master lifeguard, my God, by the master swim instructor, my God. He ain't gonna let you sink. He ain't gonna let you drown. And so, brothers and sisters, I think once we get to that point where we realize that God has enabled us to swim without a floater, to swim without assistance, we start reaching for everybody else. We start calling our prayer partners. We start calling the intercessors. And nothing is wrong with that, brothers and sisters. But I think that it is time for us to stand up and be the bold creations that God has ordained us to be. You got all the power that you need to get across the pool. It don't matter how deep it get. It don't matter how slippery it get. If you just put one arm in front of the other and swim, you gonna make it. So, brothers and sisters, man, like I said, God has been telling me that for some time. Don't sink and don't drown in water that you've been divinely trained to swim in. God has already given you enough power. He's given you enough endurance and enough endurance to get to the other end of that pool. You just gotta swim. You just gotta swim, and by swimming, you have to pray. You gotta you have to let me drop that on you in the natural. You have to pray. You have to fast. You have to be faithful. Your obedience to God in this season is going to determine your how high you go in the next level, how far you go in the next level. I think man, everybody trying to do a $15,000 faith job, $15 job with $5 worth of faith, brothers and sisters, and that's not gonna work in this season. God is calling you to a level so high that you can't get there with old systems and old habits and things that got you in trouble. The things that got you in trouble in this season, you can't bring with you to the next season. It's not gonna work. And so, brothers and sisters, man, God has been telling me. God has been telling me for some time. Don't. Why are you fighting the water? And I've given you control over the water. I've given you power. I've given you authority over the water. You tell the water I ain't gonna drown. and it don't have no power to make you drown. And so if we would just learn to walk in our God-given authority, our God-given dominion, man, we can shake up a nation. And so I'm guilty of being scared of the water. Listen, I know we all get to a point to where we're so scared of the water. We're so scared of the water. We're so scared of how high it is. We're scared of what it, we're scared of drowning. And we wait to get to that point to where um we so far under the water to try and fight it. No, you fight the water before you conquer 12 feet before you get to 12 feet. You don't get to 12 feet and realize you can't swim in it. You train for 12 feet in 3 feet while you in 3 feet. So brothers and sisters, let me tell you this. You praise your way to 12 feet. You praise your way past 12 feet. What you do in 3 feet of water determines your success in 12 feet of water. My God. So, listen. What you do in 3 feet of water determines how successful you're going to be in 12 feet. You can't just jump to 12 feet because you're going to drown. So, brothers and sisters, what that means is don't bypass the process. You have to prepare yourself. God has already told me that everything that I do in this season is going to be the foundation of my next season. And so, brothers and sisters, my God, my God, brothers and sisters, you have to realize and you have to get to a place to where you training your mind to think ahead. You training your mind to understand that, listen, okay, God, everything fine right now, but I know the enemy coming in. Let me look over. I need to see which way the enemy coming in this season. And so, brothers and sisters, you have to prepare and train yourself as if you are already going through. So when you get ready to go through, guess what? Bam, it's nothing. I'm here. I'm here. I'm past that. What else you got, devil? You couldn't kill me with that. What else you got? That's all you got? That's all you got, devil? That's all you got? We need to get, man, brothers and sisters, we need to get back to that place of preparation. We don't want to prepare anymore. We don't want to be prepped anymore. We just want to jump in. We just want to jump in and be falling out. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's time to get back to a place to where we understand our authority. We understand everything that we are. We understand that everything that we're going through is only helping us to become better vessels, better people of God, better encouragers, better supporters of other people in their ministry and their um man, go through. Go through. Understand that you can't grow without going. My God, you can't grow. You can't grow in God without going through in God. Whatever you do, brothers and sisters, listen, I understand. I feel like we're all over the country, all over the nation. And I've been seeing this. We're all going through something that has the power. If it had not been I should have been lost my mind. Been about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I should have been lost my mind. But brothers and sisters, man, we serve a God who was well able to do exceedingly. And I know we hear that so much, but a God that is really able to exceed our expectations. Not only God, not only you gonna exceed what I ask for, you gonna exceed what I think. So you about to do this thing so big that I can't even comprehend it. We gotta learn to go through though. Go through in God. Whatever you do, hurt, cry. Listen, if you gotta pray and cry, that don't mean don't stop praying. If you gotta cry all the way through your worship experience, that don't mean stop worshiping. Whatever you do, don't abandon the will of God. Stay in the will of God. Stay in the timing of God. My God, stay in the timing of God. That's gonna help somebody. Don't rush God's timing. Stay in the timing of God. Stay in God's will. Trust God's plan. Trust God when you can't trace Him. When you can't trace Him, when you can't see which way He coming from, trust God. Trust the plan of God. He know what He doing. He the one created you, so He know what He doing. Man, that's the word I have for you today. I love you guys. I'm never too far away, ever. Never too far away. I love you guys. Be blessed. This is a season where I promise you, if you do this thing right, the next level of your life is getting ready to blow your mind. The next season of your life is getting ready to blow your mind. Trust God. Trust the plan. Trust that He created you to be in the kingdom and you didn't create Him. So God is all knowing. God is all present. He's everywhere at the same time. That's the magnitude of the God that I serve. So listen, brothers and sisters, Don't be discouraged. Think it not strange. And know that many of the afflictions of the righteous, you ain't the only one going through. Go through and grow through in God. I love you guys.